We've reached 100,000 COVID-19 cases here in Oklahoma. The State Department of Health reporting that yesterday.
Among those infected since March, Governor Kevin Stitt, Tulsa County Commissioner Karen Keith, Secretary of Transportation Tim Gatz, and Deputy Secretary of State Samantha Davidson Gwynn. And it's been a long road to this point. Let's go now to 2 Works for You's Karen Larson for an in-depth look at how we got here.
We are here today to announce the first confirmed positive case of COVID-19 in the state of Oklahoma.
That first case reported March 6th. 10 days later, schools across the state closed. Some still have not welcomed students back into classrooms.
It has the ability to affect anybody and any resident of Tulsa County.
On April 4th, the Sooner State saw 1,000 cases less than a month after the first infection.
First off, our curve is flattening in Oklahoma, and I am so proud of the job that Oklahomans are doing.
Soon after this news conference, Oklahoma began lifting restrictions, beginning the safely back to work process. But in the days before President Trump came to Tulsa for his campaign rally.
And I want to remind Oklahomans specifically that COVID-19 is still in the United States. It's still in Oklahoma. So we have to remain vigilant.
It's a perfect storm that Tulsa can't afford.
Backlash swift, with one aide to Tulsa Mayor G.T. Bynum resigning and health officials upset over the president's message that the country was testing too much.
Come on now, Jake. It was tongue-in-cheek.
This is incredibly frustrating for the millions of Americans who have gotten sick and have not been able to get tests.
The same day that President Trump came to Tulsa, Oklahoma recorded 10,000 cases. A couple of weeks after that rally, at a news conference discussing the potential for a mask mandate in the city of Tulsa, Dr. Bruce Dart, executive director of the Tulsa Health Department, had this to say.
As I said, past 2 days we've had almost 500 cases, and we knew we had several large events a little over 2 weeks ago, which is about right. So I guess we just connect the dots.
The following day, Governor Stitt choosing not to implement a statewide mask mandate.
I'm going to protect the freedoms in Oklahoma. We're not going to mandate in the state of Oklahoma, and we're not going to be mask shamers.
And just a few days after that, on July 15th.
I got tested yesterday for COVID-19, and the results came back positive.
That same day, Tulsa County Commissioner Karen Keith posting that she too tested positive for COVID-19. All this as Mayor G.T. Bynum signed a mask mandate into effect for the city of Tulsa. At this point, the state had already surpassed 20,000 cases. That number continued to grow at an alarming rate. By August 20th, just 2 months after the rally in Tulsa, more than 50,000 Oklahomans infected with the virus. In September, the day before the state surpassed 80,000 cases, Tulsa County Commissioner Keith appeared on 2 Works for You today to talk about her experience fighting and beating COVID-19.
Oh, we're just great, doing really well, and just grateful that we're both okay and we didn't have any underlying health issues that made it worse, because that's not the case for others who go through this. But we've come out of it on the other side doing very well.
Absolutely.
This week, state leaders are announcing 100,000 people in the Sooner State have been infected with COVID-19. Karen Larson, 2 Works for You.